Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Balmaro. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Three-pointer, sinks the triple.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Good on the three-point shot.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And it's blocked. And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. We're about 1 minute into the first. Bucket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
But I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Outside Edwards. That three off the mark. Shields. Offensive rebound. Six on the shot clock. This one for three. Knocks down the three ball. 9 points in the game so far.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here's Edwards. And he finishes nicely on the way. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Shields takes it inside.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there? No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the three. That's a dangerous proposition.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
No good on the triple. Puts it up. From past the arc. De Silva with the rebound. To the paint. Picked off in midair. 1:32 left here in the opening quarter.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Can't tie it up as that one misses. And they're moving it up. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Shot clock at 6. Shields. The layup missed. They set the screen. Inside. Lucic nails the baby hook.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Stolen away. Releases. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Here's Edwards, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Lucic. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Fires for three, and he's good on the three ball. He's got 8.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
We've got Mirotic, and it's Quizier in at the 3. A 3 for Mirotic. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Out to the wing. Giffey. And a miss there on the triple. Now here's Brooks. He's guarded closely from deep. Mirotic's shot is off. No one near him. He gets that one. Napier's got his first 2 points of the night.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
That's good from Mirotic on the assist by Brooks.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Three-pointer. No good on that one. Pass to McCormick. Oh!
Goodness.
And that one is hammered home.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. And that's going to be a turnover. They call for 8 seconds. On Monday and then on Tuesday. Stolen by Brooks. Here's the break. There's the 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Oh, great ball movement there.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Will it go? Down low. Stolen by Brooks. Here's McCormick. Outside Mirotic. Pass to McCormick. Here he goes. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. So the wing on the left, outside Mirotic. Quizier passes to Mirotic. 4 on the shot clock. Driving inside. Kept alive. There's Quizier. Knocked away. One-on-one fast break. Giffey. It's good from long range.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking a three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Napier. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Napier's got 8 here in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? He loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And here's Brooks from outside. Drills the three-pointer. Brooks has got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Brooks has got 5 points so far. Lets it go from deep. McCormick with the rebound. And here's the break. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Brooks. Makes it off the glass. Brooks has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the dunk by Booker.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
He knocks it down.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room.
Counts 2 points.
Bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They're up by 1. And
You take a look at the home team, a tall order for them in this one. Looking to steal a win from a very good team. On paper, the pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yeah, that's what you want, Estevez.
Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Edwards, the bounce pass. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the bump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Balmoro. Tries again. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. A tight game here in Utah. Driving in. Yep, that one goes in there. 10 points for him. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Pass to De Silva. Six on the shot clock. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Count that one.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
There's the triple. Bangs home the trifecta.
And they've got to talk to each other on D here. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
There's a good screen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Lucic. Beyond the arc. Traps in the tray.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
The tray. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to De Silva. The three-pointer off the mark. Shields gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 22.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Right side, Edwards. Got a piece of it. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Great open look there.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Out to the right wing. Pass to De Silva. To the right side. Looking to end the run. He can't get that one.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Back to Edwards. Out left to the wing. Out to the right wing. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The three hits the three-point bomb. Edwards got 5 points so far. 1:14 left in the third quarter. Launches it from deep. That shot, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Pass to Balmoro. Basket, good. Balmoro's got 5 points now this quarter. There's 42 seconds left in the third. To the wing right side. Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely. 6 to shoot. To the middle. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Ball's knocked loose, and here they come. A finish, rips down the breakaway slam. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Leading by just 2. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this way?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what is...
Gentlemen. My goodness, step back.
That was incredible. Pass to Mirotic. For 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And just a great job of controlling that defensive backboard, then getting out in transition. That's been the difference.
Takes the 3. The shot misses.
Well, you're trying to answer the three, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Booker dishes to Napier. Shot clock at 5. And right through it goes.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
And it's good, 2 points. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Mirotic passes to Brooks. To the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. Was there. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lobbed up there for Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Giffey tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Gozier. Back to Mirotic. Here's the three. He's off on that one.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Takes the three. Cans it from downtown.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Out to the right wing. Puts up a deep three. Another miss by Mirotic. Mirotic has gone 3 of 10 shooting so far, only 30%. The three. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got his 5th rebound in this one. From the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Mirotic has got 9 points here in the second half.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
No good with the wing jumper.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Oh, big three right there. I mean, I got to say, defensive breakdown, no doubt. They've got to have a bigger man on it.
Brooks, that's a 2-pointer, and the shot goes in.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And he drives in. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to McCormick. To tie it up. This goes in. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Got it! A huge shot to tie it up.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Here's Balmaro. Here's Gozier to take the lead. Misses the three. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so they get the victory here at home. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finishes.
Welcome to a special edition of Sunday Night Basketball here on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Vezinkov. Off target from outside. Pass to De Silva. Counted from distance.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
Fournier for three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. To the paint. Here's Fall.
Oh, my goodness.
How about that? And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. They get the rebound. Goes back up. The kick out to Edwards. Offline with a three.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Yeah, guys, Coach mentioned how Domantas Sabonis can be a game wrecker in the paint. Coach told me we need to get big bodies on Sabonis and force him outside, make him move around. We need to knock him off the blocks if we can. So it sounds like the defensive game plan may revolve around Sabonis, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Zinkov, and they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Fall.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
The shot by Fournier, no good. Oh, deflected. Ooh, stolen by Fournier. This one for three. He drops it from range.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Edwards looking it over. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Here's Vezinkov. Inside. Here's Fall. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Knocked away. It's hauled in by Fall. 1:41 left in the first quarter here. Pass to Vezinkov. Here's Papanikolaou. Takes a three. Connects from downtown. He's got 5.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And the layup is good off the glass.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Outside Fournier. Guarded by Edwards. To the left side wing. Here's Vezinkov. And a miss there on the triple.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Tipped. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to De Silva. And he dunks it down.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? To the middle. Guarded by Edwards. Now here's Fournier. He's closely guarded. Here's Vezinkov. 6 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. Edwards pulls it in.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. There's 21 seconds left now in the first quarter. Offensive rebound to Silva. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MOB physical. Get in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Pass to Fall. Here's Vezinkov. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. They're up by 1. We've got more hoops coming here. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. That free throw good from Booker. Here's Evans. And stolen by Napier. And they're pushing it up. And the 3 off target. Down low. And stolen by Booker. And here they come. Pulls up for 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Pulls up. Evans. That's good. It's good.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
To the paint. Here's Peters.
That was okay, let's say that was an odd play. You don't see misconnections like that too often.
Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. To the inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Here's Evans. He buries it from 3. Evans has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Pass to Dorsey. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Out to the wing. Here's Evans. 5 points in the game. There's the drive. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim. Pass to Napier. And it's Dorsey with the rebound.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
Team foul. 0. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there.
Team foul. Peters. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Drives to the hoop, and he slams it in one-handed.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 7.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
And he buries his first look.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Booker. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Nails it from 3.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Here's the 3. Evans, that's good. Evans has got 8 points in the quarter.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Got it. A tight game here in Utah. Gets the 3 ball to go.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Booker. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. .46 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Evans. He's guarded by Napier. Evans, that's good.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Evans has gone 80% from the field. 4 of 5 shooting. Going inside, and he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5. Pass to Dorsey. Inside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Away team foul. Dorsey. First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Fournier covering. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Let's go with a 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Up 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And it's time for your...
Hello, fellas. I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did?
What a job they did from three-point land. I don't know if they can keep this up, though, Kenny.
Yeah, it's hard to hit threes at this pace for a whole game, but hey.
Thanks for joining us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Fournier's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. The 3 is up. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Here's Papanikolaou. The teardrop. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Vazinkov. The kick out to Fournier. Fires for three. Sinks the tray. Fournier's got his second bucket on the night. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow. Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Driving in, here's Papanikolaou. To the wing on the left, and stolen by Edwards. And they're running for three. Fournier with a rebound. Edwards has gone 1 for 3 on the night. There's the three. Drains the triple. Fournier's got 6 here in the quarter.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Guarded by Edwards. Outside Fournier. Drops in the layup for 2. Fournier's got 11 points.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
De Silva with the bucket.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
De Silva's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall. 3 for 3. Pass to fall. Here's Papanikolaou. Oh, throw it down! Wow!
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
The shot. And that one's good. Vazinkov's gotten his second bucket.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
The 3-ball. Offensive board. Pass to De Silva. Gets the 3 to fall.
Hey, the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
1:11 left in the third quarter. Here's Papanikolaou. Outside Fournier.
Home team foul. Lucic. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Papanikolaou. 4 on the clock. Here's Vazinkov. The three-pointer off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's De Silva. He has 6. Outside Edwards. For the lead. It doesn't go for him. Now here's Fournier. He's got 11. Here's Papanikolaou. Back to Fournier. Launches it. Buries it from 3. Fournier's got 11 points in the quarter.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Using his speed advantage to create the separation he needs for the shot.
And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. They're up by 1. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish. That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Here's Peters. Pass to Dorsey. Here's Peters. This one for 3. No luck on that one. And he lays it up and in.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Dorsey. Offensive rebound. Yep, that one goes.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Wing shot on the way. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game? You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
It's good.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Evans. He's guarded by Napier. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Big-time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. Here's Peters. Booker defending. Pass to Dorsey. There's a screen. Peters' shot is good.
He's been laser focused here in the fourth. Only 1 miss out of 5 attempts.
Sinks that one from the post.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Here's Evans. No good on the triple. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this. I just love when teams make it work down low.
Pass to fall. Fournier with the ball. And he drives in. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that brings him within 2 here. Both shots good from the strike. The visitors with the ball. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter here. And there's the drive, and it's in.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
52 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Evans. Pass to Vizenkov. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. And connects from downtown.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shots. Just keep letting it rain.
Third team foul.
He gets the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal.
Outside Fournier. And it's good.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
It's good from beyond the arc. Let's go with a 3. Good.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And so the road team
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Fall, and it's Vezenkov in at the 4 spot. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Clock at 6. Good on the triple. Vezenkov's got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
A little pass fake there, throws the D. Nice move.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Papanikolaou. There's the triple. Rebounded by Balmora. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. That bucket in no time at all. He's got 6.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Pass to Vezenkov. It's not going to go for him. Tries to the hoop. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Shields connects from three-point range. Pass to Vezenkov. And nothing is falling for him right now. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. We talked about tackling the quote-unquote Sabonis problem. Coach said, we want to challenge Sabonis as early and often as possible. We'd rather see him pass the ball than find his own shot, and especially inside. Well, they'll try to battle Sabonis in the paint. See how that works out. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Fournier gets a wide-open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Fournier was really quick hands there.
Here's McCormick. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
First team foul.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter of the game. Fournier for 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, there's a reason why Fournier takes a ton of threes. He's pretty good at it.
Here's Balmora. Powered down with both hands.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Papanikolaou. Still scoreless. Takes it inside.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Five on the clock. It's tipped. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage
for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Outside Fournier. Down low. Here's Vezenkov. He has 6. This one for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Vezenkov's got 9.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Mirotic's shot is off.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And that one drops for him.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And it looks like they...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
In time.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving a little doubt.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. They lead by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Evans, left side. Misses the 3. Outside Mirotic. Pass to Brooks. Evans with the steal. Right wing. Dorsey passes to Peters. Here's Dorsey. Over to the wing. Off on the layup. Brooks with no one around. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And Dorsey kicks to Evans. A 3 ball. Offensive rebound to the wing right side. Driving the lane. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Mirotic gets the bucket.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Now here's Evans. Defense right on him. Milutinov, Brooks covering, uses the glass to finish the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Mirotic, the pass to Brooks. And he banks in the layup.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Evans, good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And Mirotic kicks to Brooks. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes.
And here's Evans outside. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Mirotic has a wide open look. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Mirotic has got 4 this quarter. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Evans passes to Peters and stolen by Mirotic. 1:27 left now here in the second. From outside the arc, Peters grabs the miss. Pass to Dorsey. That's up a 3. And no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's the screen. Mirotic gets the bucket.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
From deep, Evans drains the three-pointer. Evans has got his second basket of the night.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
A shot missing. 35 seconds left in the first half of the game. Dorsey, that's good. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Mirotic, the pass to Quizel. Back to Mirotic. Fires from deep. Nice. 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Now here's Evans. He's got 5. 4 seconds left. And he sinks the layup. Evans has got 7 points.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Up 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Studio. Off the top, let's take a gander at the Players of the Month. Shaq, you held this distinction 12 times.
Should have been more. How's that? Look at the all-time list. Look at the defense. They're not even sweating. They need to run their offense. Get into some kind of rhythm. Hero ball is not working.
Look, trust your team.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Fall into the 5 down low. They sent the pick to the inside. It's stolen. Shields. No good with the triple. Outside Fournier. No good on the 3.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Offline with his 3. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. And the new power rankings are out, with the regular season coming to a close. And you take a look at this home team. They're locked in again at that 3rd spot. Not a bad place to be.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they've been a surprise success, showing prognosticators what they're really made of all season long.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Inside. 6 on the shot clock. Shields. Rebounded by Papanikolaou.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Takes a 3. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Papanikolaou's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Pass to Balmoro. Here's McCormick. Shields. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. 12 points for him.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Vezenkov. Off target with his 3.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
The 3-pointer is right on target. Vezenkov's got 12 points in the game.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Wasted no time on that one.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Number 7.
1:29 left in the third quarter. Balmoro gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Horrible collapse there, guys. There is simply no excuse to give up a wide-open 3-pointer off of the dead ball inbound play.
Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:10 left here in the third quarter. Outside from Mirotic. Back to Brooks. An easy 2 points on the layup. He's got 9.
Now, all the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Fournier for 3, hits the 3-point bomb.
We know Fournier has range, but man, is he feeling it now.
Going inside. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Vezenkov. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Mirotic finds Brooks. In deep. Swiped away. Here's Vezenkov. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Leading by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Evans kicks to Peters. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dorsey. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. This goes there. Right wing. Pass to Mirotic. The 3. The shot comes out.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Brooks, the pass to Quizer. Back to Brooks. Driving to the basket. A 3 for Mirotic. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pass to Dorsey. Launches it. Here's Peters. Now Dorsey. 3-pointer. Mirotic grabs the miss. Now here's Brooks. Back to Mirotic. Lets it go from deep. That shot no good. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And Dorsey kicks to Evans. And too much time in the lane to get called for the 3-second violation.
Now into the lineup for your home team. Shields. Balmero.
Here's Balmero. Shields hits it from 3-point range. He's got 20.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Evans has gotten only 1 of his 3s to drop for him. He's got 5 attempts. One-on-one here from deep 3-point land. The offensive rebound out to the right wing. From deep. The shot that time, not on target.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Peters passes to Dorsey. Fires the 3. Nailed from 3-point land.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
Shields. 1:58 left in the 4th quarter. Over to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Evans outside. Pass to Dorsey. Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Dorsey's got 6 in the quarter.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Shields. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
58 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And it's Evans missing.
And even against defense as tight as that, You almost expect him to still bury those.
36 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Dorsey. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Mirotic's shot is off. Fires away from way outside. Gets the 3 to fall.
3 points.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win.
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to De Silva. Oh, there's the alley. Here we go. Guarded by Edwards. With the drive. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. We played just over a minute here in the first. Jacks up a 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Sends it home from three-point land. He has 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And the three-pointer goes.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Takes a 3. Knocks down the triple.
You got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it out.
Pass to De Silva. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Misses in close. Guarded by Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. From outside the arc, 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Chalk up 2 there.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
We've got 1:55 left in the first. Here he goes. The shot, no good. Fires the 3. Beyond the arc. That shot, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Nice shot from 10 feet out. He's got 5.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd pleasing already.
And the 3 is good, and the foul. This could turn into a 4-point play.
On top of the 3, you're giving him the and 1. Bad defense all the way around.
You have to love how fearless they play. It keeps getting them to the free throw line.
And that is always a good recipe for offensive efficiency and a key to their lead tonight.
Over to the left wing. To the paint. Picked it out of midair. In transition, here they come. Takes the 3. Connects from downtown.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Out left to the wing. To the left wing. Shot to stop the run. That one is off. 41 seconds left in the first. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. To the left side wing. Pass to De Silva. From deep three-point land. He's off on that one. The 3 is up. They grab their own miss. From deep. from beyond the arc and then some.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. They lead by 12. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Misses the three.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Pass to Brooks. Into the lane. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
From behind the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Brooks defending. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. He's guarded by Napier. Pass to McCormick. Outside for Brooks. And stolen by Booker. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Closed the net on 2 minutes played here in the second. From downtown. The shot that time not on target. To the wing, right side. Here's Mirotic. No points so far. Pure from three-point range.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
The three is up. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Lets the three fly. Knocks down the long J. Give him 8.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter. Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Out to the wing. Puts up a 3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident. He's one of the guys they don't mind taking a 3 in transition when he's that open. He's lethal out there.
go, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. On Sunday, then on Friday.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
It's both from the stripe. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Up top, Brooks.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
No good on the quick three. 1:10 left in the second period. Brooks defending. Pass to De Silva. Clock at 6.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Here's McCormick. 46 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. The three. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, B.A. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game. Hustle plays like that are crucial right now. You have to convert on every turnover you get.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. He drops it from range. He's got 11.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
He gets it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so that brings the first half to a close. Leading by 10. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hello and welcome. Before we take, and just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days? And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the home team. And that's it for halftime.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Edwards looking for an opening. Here's the three. De Silva with the buckets. De Silva's got 5.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Drives to the hoop, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
6 on the shot clock. From down in the low post, it goes. De Silva's got 5 points now in the quarter. De Silva's gone 3 of 4 here from the field. Hoop poked away. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 13.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
You know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
And there it is for him.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. There's a screen. Drills it from deep. Give him 20.
Let's make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
On the take. That one goes. Count it.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. When the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Guarded by Edwards. Uses the glass on the layup.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Fires for three. That shot is off. Miss number 6 of the day out of 12 attempts. Down low. And he dunks it down.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Driving in. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
1:51 left in the third quarter. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
There's the block. To the middle. Here's De Silva. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Ball stolen. Knocks it down from distance. Give him 8.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:11 left in the third quarter. And stolen by Edwards.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
It's a one-on-one situation. And it's good. 2 points.
It's obvious they've taken fewer threes here in the second half and are focused on having a more balanced offensive attack.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. He hits the back iron and sinks it. That's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds, turned over.
Yeah, communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
34 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
The home team calls timeout. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. And so he hits both. Here's Mirotic. 11 points in the game. It's picked off. The finish! Rips down the breakaway slam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Outside Booker. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. Deflected. Pass to Brooks. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer, no good. Here's the break. Rob. To the inside. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And there's the screen. For 3. Tries again. And he lays it in.
At this stage of the game, the offensive rebounding and putback is massive. It feels like a 4-point swing.
Yeah, you really do, because those extra possessions, when they lead to points, that's huge. I mean, he did a nice job there. Never gave up on the play. And you know my motto, persistence pays dividend.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
They push it up 4 on 3. Pass to McCormick. Brooks outside. He takes it in. The layup off target. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And Booker with the jam. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
Yeah, that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
Now Brooks. He's off on the layup. It's Booker on the wing. On the clock. They set the screen. There's the 3. Counted from distance.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Mirotic. To the paint. Good on the shot.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Brooks defending. We've got 1:28 left to play in the fourth. Brooks with the rebound. There's the drive. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Almaro's checked in for Brooks. He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
Now Booker. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good on the shot. Here's Balmaro.
Yes! Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
Outside for Booker. The steal. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Balmaro. Shot clock at 6. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
So it's the home team now, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? He knows if he misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Question is, now can they protect the three-point lead he's given them?
From deep. And so they get the victory here at home. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment.
Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Papanikolaou, drains it from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And the first one drops.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both. He's guarded by Fournier. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. He takes it in. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Team foul.
Drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
First team foul.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And he jams it with authority.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Edwards' shot is good.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
To the paint, here's Fall. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
He's guarded by Fournier. Pass to De Silva. There's the pick. Three-pointer. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Beyond the arc. And that one is off. It's tipped. Here's Papanikolaou. Offensive rebound. Here's Fall. Good. Nice job down low. Fall's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Outside Fournier.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Here's the screen. 5 on the clock. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
.136 left in the first.
And, you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Lucic hands it from downtown.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Fournier gets a wide open look, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Good on the triple. 6 points for him.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Pass to Vezenkov. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. That evens the score.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
36 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Fournier. Plays it up and banks it in. Fournier's got his second bucket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Edwards, good.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Edwards defending. Pass to Papanikolaou. Here's Fall. It's stolen by Edwards. Plays it in off the breakaway. Edwards got 9.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Up by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Pass to Booker. Ball stolen. Here's Peters. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
It's deflected. Fast break. Here we go. Back to Booker. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here's Evans. And Evans with a stuff.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Booker and the dunk by Booker.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Missed inside.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
It's hauled in by Dorsey.
Away team foul. Napier. First personal foul. First team foul.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Stolen.
Excellent anticipation there to come away with the steal.
Kicks it out to Booker. Here's Dorsey. Napier covering. Here's the break. Giffey. They get the rebound. And the dunk by Booker.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Driving in, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And it's Evans missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Another shot. And the dunk by Booker.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
And here's Napier. Still yet to score, and it's in there. 1:44 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Peters. And just miss after miss right now.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And he makes that one.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
58 seconds left in the first half. Here's Dorsey. The three-pointer, no good.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for him right now. Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
It's hauled in by Dorsey. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Drills the three-pointer. Dorsey's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Booker. Fires for three. Knocks down the three ball.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Leading by 17. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Make some noise and get...
Taking a look at the visitors, they've looked okay early on, but it's going to take a lot of work to get this team to the next tier. Plenty.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the visiting team. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Vezenkov in at the 4 spot. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to Vezenkov. From deep three-point land, the long-distance 3 is buried. Vezenkov's got his second basket of the night. Vezenkov's gone 1 of 3 from deep tonight. They've got Fall, and it's Papanikolaou in at the 3 side.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. It's his first trip to the line, and he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Fournier with the ball. He has 5. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Fall in at the 5 down low.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
There's the 3. A shot, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, we're just out there trying to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Launches a 3. Lucic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for him.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Papanikolaou, and there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 9. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of him.
And they're on the break. Fournier for 3. He can't hit that time. And here's the fast break.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And it's Vezenkov missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Fournier. Here's Vezenkov. Here's Papanikolaou. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Papanikolaou's got 6 here in this quarter.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
How's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Pass to Fournier, out to the right wing. That one's good. Vezenkov's got 10.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter of the game. Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Hey, yo, right here. He's guarded by Fournier. Pass to Edwards. 6 to shoot. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Here's Papanikolaou, 11 points in the game. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Vezenkov. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
Second personal foul, third team foul. At the line.
And he hits the first of 3. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Leading by 6. We've got more in store for you right after. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Peters has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And that one drops.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
From downtown, Dorsey, that's good. Dorsey's got 6 in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And that one falls for Evans.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And the first one at the line is good.
Number 13, 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Second team foul. Checking in for your home team. Foul. Sasha Vesenko.
Evans feeling it out a bit. Now Dorsey back to Evans. Pass to Vesenko. They set the pick. Just 4 to shoot. Can't connect from short range.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Well, he is on one right now. If I'm his coach, I'm thinking of 20 different ways to get him the ball.
And the wide open shot from Evans. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's De Silva. And the three ball is good.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Here's Vesenko. And he goes in for the dunk.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Evans into the lane. Up and in on the layup. Evans has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And good that time. There's 1:40 left in the fourth. Here's Vesenkov. Trains the three-pointer.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Hits the mark. Good on the bucket. Here's Evans. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Fires the three. Doesn't go that time.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Giffey, covered by Evans. To the inside. Giffey pulls up. Nails the wide open jump shot.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And here's Evans outside. Can't hit that one. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Here's De Silva. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. That one misses. The visiting club takes the win on the road. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
At 2K Sports, thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. That three's off the mark. Outside Fournier. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Balmaro. Launches a three. Sinks the tray.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Down low. And he dumps it. What a pass to set him up.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
From the arc, hits the trifecta.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And a moment now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there. And lately, he's done just that. He's giving a ton of energy and done everything in his power to help them succeed.
Pass to Vezenkov. Out left to the wing. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
First team foul.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. He buries it from three. 6 points for him.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Away team foul. Shields. First personal foul. First team foul.
Fournier for three. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
They get it again. And there's a pick. Pass to McCormick. Clock at 6. Over to the left wing. Three-pointer. Hits the three-pointer.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Facing off with Paul George tonight, I asked them what makes PG such a special player. Coach said, quote, well, he has a huge effect on the game. Paul can shut down your best scorer on one end and then put up 30 or 40 on the other. Tough to beat that. Paul George, he will have a lot to say about this one, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Pass to Vezenkov. Outside Fournier. The three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Evan Fournier has proven over and over, you better get a hand up and contest from three, or he will make you pay.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Three-pointer. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2.
Team foul. Shields. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
We've got 1:23 left in the opening quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Vezenkov. They get it back. Fall. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three ball to go. 6 points for him.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
Right wing. Here's Papanikolaou. He's got 6, and they pick up 2. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. From deep three-point range. The rebound by Vezenkov. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, man. Clearly, nobody wanted to get in his way.
He's not an easy man to slow down, Grant, that's for sure.
He saw the defense playing soft and simply used his natural gifts to take advantage.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Up 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
To the wing on the left. Here's Mirotic. 4-3. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one. Pass to Evans. Here's Peters. There's the triple. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Brooks with it. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Drains the 3 while he's being fouled. And he might be able to make this a 4-point play.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Here's Evans. And the layup falls.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
There's the 3. On target from range. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
Oh, Brooks with the steal, and they're on the run. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Here's Peters. Pass to Dorsey. 3-pointer. First shot won't go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. He's got 7.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the 3-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Kept alive. To the right side. Pass to Evans. 5 to shoot. Can they get it? Fires in the triple. Evans has got 5 now. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Really left him alone that time.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Number 76.
Good on both. The visitors with the ball. It's a 5-point game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now Brooks. Pass to Mirotic. 1:52 left in the second. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Here's Evans. Brooks defending. Here's Evans. The three. Nails it from 3. Evans has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Brooks outside. Here's Mirotic. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Out to the right wing. A minute 9 left in the first half. The shot by Dorsey, no good. Here's Mirotic. He's got 10. 3-pointer. Sinks it from distance. 13 points in the game.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Here's Evans. Sinks the tray.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Now here's Brooks. 32 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the wing. Here's Mirotic. Counted from distance.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots. And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Here's Evans. No good on the 3. 3-pointer, Brooks. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up by 8. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
They're passing on point, reading the defense and reacting. Kenny, I wish you'd react this fast when I asked you to pass.
Now let's take a moment. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Buries it from 3.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Fournier for 3. That shot off.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
His first shot coming late. The rebound by Vezenkov. Vezenkov's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Fournier. Fires for 3. And he can't get that one. Fournier's gone 1 of 5 from the field. No good with the triple. Inside. Out to the right wing. Here's Papanikolaou. Fires in the triple. He's got 11.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Launches a 3. Knocks down the long J.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
The shot by Vezenkov, no good.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Puts up a three. Unable to get that one. Here's Papanikolaou. From deep three-point land. The shot by Vezenkov, no good.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Has to fall. Lets the three fly. That one doesn't drop.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Out left to the wing, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Off the inbound.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Launches it. From downtown, nails it from beyond the arc. Zenkov's got 9 points.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
On the wing, Fournier. To the wing, right side. 5 on the clock. To the right side. Here's Vezenkov. McCormick with a rebound.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
1:19 left in the third. Fournier covering. Jacks up a three. Pure from three-point range. 23 points in the game.
He got loose from downtown in the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Fires away from way outside. That shot missing.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good. You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And he makes the first.
Shooting for the away team.
And he makes both free throws.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. For 3. And no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Mirotic. Nails it from 3.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Launches it from deep. Oh, it's good! He hit it!
Great shot! Oh, what a miraculous shot. He's going to remember that one.
Listen, under duress.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 13, and we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us, and let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Evans. From outside, off the mark. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
And it's Brooks missing. Brooks has gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Here's Peters. This one for 3. That shot is off. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Here's Mirotic. Drills it from deep. He's got 22.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
And here comes the break. From deep. Drains the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Dorsey. Fires from deep. The shot comes out.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Fast break. Here we go. Off target from three-point range. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Let's go with a 3. No good there.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Lets it go from deep. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Well, silly foul. He realized it when it happened. That's where you'd like to see him show a little bit more discipline.
Balmaro's checked in for Brooks. Here's Mirotic. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, B.A. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
The deep 3. It's hauled in by Fall. Fournier for 3. The shot no good. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play. I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The 3 is up. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. Doing his part offensively.
Nearing 30 points in this one. He's been so tough to contain.
Rebounded by Evans. There's 1:59 left in the fourth. Fournier with the bucket.
Well, Evan Fournier staying on the move and working to get that three-point opportunity. Nicely done.
Pass to Mirotic. From deep three-point land. The offensive rebound. From deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. He's got 31.
Oh, my. The air is thin from out there, but I'll tell you what, he's got deep range.
Evans. That one no good. Evans is gone 4 of 10 here. The 3 ball. The rebound by Vezenkov. Vezenkov's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Fall. Off target with the 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Off the mark there with a 3.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
From the arc. Doesn't go for him. Fournier covering. to the left wing. Takes the three. On target from range. Here's Evans. Pass to Fall. 34 seconds left to play in the fourth. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. It's hauled in by Fall. Fournier for three. The shot off that time.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Puts up a deep three. Can't get it to drop. Here's Fall. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd.